Hi, it's Sean, and welcome to the Mesa Depot Museum. Today we're going to be looking at a bit of our past here, both in the respect of railroading and in some other respects. Here are some stuff that I have seen here.
San Diego, Cuyamaca, and Eastern Railroad. The San Diego, Cuyamaca, and Eastern Railroad had its beginnings in 1888 during the land boom that was brought about by the arrival of the Santa Fe Railroad system into San Diego in 1885. Its driving force was Robert Waldo Waterman, cattle rancher, mine owner, and governor of California. The governor wanted a railroad to his Stonewall mine near Julian. The stock prospectus called for a line to Utah via Julian. Enough funds were subscribed to build 25 miles of track to a point just north of Lakeside called Foster Station, and that is as far as the railroad was ever built. There was a connecting stagecoaches to Julian until 1908. The land boom collapsed and so did the gold mine. However, the railroad was successful in opening much of the East County with 5 daily round-trip passenger trains in 1912 to Foster, a 90-minute ride for 85 cents, and served the citrus industry, supplied rock for building the jetties in the harbor, and in quarrying sand along the river at Lakeside for road and building construction. In 1912, the line was purchased by John D. Spreckles and became part of the San Diego and Southeastern Railway, and later the San Diego and Arizona Railway. Spreckles had big plans, but the Rainmaker flood of January 1916 destroyed almost half the line, with the tracks north of Lakeside abandoned. Most of the equipment in use on the sand spur at Lakeside was buried in the flood, including a flat car which only became uncovered in 2002. The railway is used today by the San Diego Trolley to El Cajon.
Well, that's a bit of interesting history. What governor of California? That was Mom reading out this sign at the front of the museum. And what's even more interesting, this thing, which I'll explain to you see, last time I checked, this is a rail motor built by McKean, M-C-K-E-E-N. That's a passenger car that with a gasoline or diesel engine that moves it to allow the passenger car to move itself.
What's that? Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Nails used to test the ties. It has numbers on it. La Mesa, lost, discovered, reborn. I'll be filming this.
Well, it could have been the one that you haunt.
Free views of the depot in the early 1950s, used for freight depot work. The nearest growth crop is not citrus, but houses and automobiles. Who says you can't go home again? 1980 finds the little depot, or what remains of it, within a few feet of its original 1894 location. Many months of hard work remain before it will look like its old self. But when the job is done, the volunteers will receive a coveted Architectural Orchid Award for their efforts. Poised to cut the ceremonial ribbon at the grand opening are, left to right, PSRMA Executive Director Jim Lundquist, La Mesa Mayor Bailey, and Dorothy Greiner, La Mesa Historical Society, 1981.
Look at this, 1912 Spring Street.
Sold for $1. La Mesa's old railroad station, which is being dismantled and moved to make more parking space in the downtown area, was sold last week for $1 to the Lakeside Chamber of Commerce. The Lakeside Group plans to use the station as a museum. Robert Watkins, Lakeside Chamber President, gave a dollar bill to C.M. Eichenlaub, superintendent of the SDAE Railway, and received a dollar bill in return. San Diego Union, December 12, 1954. After the Lakeside Museum failed to materialize, the building was purchased by Flossie Beadle and used as an antique store for several years.
That's true, you could show that.
Our caboose became the office for the San Diego East County Visitors Bureau from November 1995 to March 1999. Bake sales and barbecues to fund PSRMA projects and the museum library were part of many holidays in La Mesa. The 44-star flag, 1890 to 1896. The U.S. flag added a 44th star when Wyoming was admitted to the Union in 1890. It would have been the flag flown when the depot was opened in 1894. With the admission of Utah in 1896, the 45th star was added to the flag.
What you do, to honk it, you put one hand here and one hand here, and you push down twice, kind of hard.
This, you might have heard this.
Okay, you can do voiceover later.
Not that hard. Try twice, but not so hard. Oh, like this, watch. Good.
That was a good one.
Authentic.
You know when the trolley comes by, you can honk to the trolley.
Orange Empire.
That's very good.
Yeah. This horn is sponsored by the band Trails and Rails.
Trails and rails.
I suppose the link might pop up on the screen, if not in the description below.
Alright, you want to get some footage of the train?
Pull up
Very
Trails
cool.
and rails on the internet and they'll show you the schedule.
Oh, if it's there, he'll find it.
Right on, bro.
Oh, they're called doodle bugs.
Oh, isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Is that like the vintage trolley?
They're powered by gasoline.
Oh, alright.
Basically passenger cars, but they're powered by gasoline.
Uh-huh.
These also come in diesel. Or at least similar concepts.
One day, about
And now here we have the Southern Pacific 1058. Second Southern Pacific caboose I have seen at a museum. And some Lawrence Line shuttles as well. This is, one might say this is mainly Pacific. Over and back up to Pacific Cruise Express 11,207. That's for transporting the sort of stuff you need to keep. No, that's for transporting fruit. Pacific Fruit Express being Southern Pacific and Union Pacific.
Let's go take a look.
Ironically, Southern Pacific is now a part of Union Pacific.
Pretty neat, huh?
Davenport Locomotive Works, free. Here we see the MNRR number 3. Somewhere in Northern California, I think. Oh, it's a 6-wheeled train. I mean, locomotive. There's the inside looking out of a billboard. Oh, the roof seems to be a bit missing. Just a little bit. Oh, and that's the other end, which has another light, you know, for when it's operating in reverse. Its purpose is switching after all. This was quite an interesting look into a bit of history at the Mesa Depot Museum. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like on it. If you enjoyed the entire channel, subscribe to it. And if you want to know when my next video will be coming out, ring the bell button after you subscribe. Ting-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. And I'll see you in the next video. Coming June 26th.